Should members of Congress be allowed to trade stocks? The question has bubbled up in the race for North Carolina's open U.S. Senate seat. WRAL state government reporter Will Doran joining us with reports that two of the frontrunners in this race are already multimillionaires. Will Democrat Roy Cooper and Republican Michael Whatley give us an idea of how they made their millions?
Yeah, Dan, let's start with Roy Cooper. Now, here in North Carolina, the state requires very minimal ethics disclosures from politicians, but there are much stricter rules for Congress. So we're learning more than ever about Cooper's wealth. Candidates report their sources of wealth in ranges, not exact amounts, but we now know the former governor is worth somewhere between $4 and $10 million. Cooper owns no individual stocks, but he does have mutual funds, other investment accounts. Much of his wealth, however, is tied up in land holdings in Nash County and in Raleigh. Michael Whatley, on the other hand, owns plenty of stocks. He's got roughly the same net worth as Cooper in the $3 to $10 million range, and much of that is held in the stock market. Whatley spent most of his career as a lobbyist for the oil and gas industry, and some of his biggest investments are in Chevron, ExxonMobil. He's also invested in big tech companies, defense contractors, and more.
I want to talk more about these stock holdings. There's a lot of talk about members of Congress trading stocks while in office and whether that should even be allowed, Will.
That's right, Dan. Members of Congress trade hundreds of millions of dollars worth of stocks every year, and most Americans frankly think that that is unethical. Polling shows nearly 90% of the public wants to ban Congress from trading stocks, but it's Congress that would need to vote to do that, and so far they've been okay with allowing themselves to keep trading.
Didn't see that coming, huh? We're going to have a new U.S. Senator, either way, regardless of who wins. We don't know yet who it's going to be, but where do the frontrunners kind of stand on this topic?
Well, Dan, Roy Cooper told me over a month ago that he would vote to ban congressional stock trading, and for a long time, Whatley wouldn't comment when I asked for his stance. But President Donald Trump announced his support for a ban this week, and Whatley is endorsed by Trump, so now he says that he would also vote to ban congressional stock trading. But what Whatley hasn't said is whether he'd voluntarily quit stock trading if elected, even if a ban doesn't pass Congress.
All right, Will, thank you. Will has a really big article online breaking all of this down. You can find that at WRAL.com. Will, good stuff.